Hi everybody, welcome back to our weekly live stream. My name is Alicia, and in this week's live lesson, we are going to talk about how to use for, since, and ago. So today we're going to cover these very small words, but they are very important. So in today's lesson, I'm going to talk a lot about example sentences and many different ways that we can use these three very small but very important words. So as you join, please send a message in the chat, and of course, please make sure to like and share this video because it helps other people to find today's lesson. That is super cool. So please make sure that you are paying attention also to this banner at the bottom of the screen, which says get 45% off. So if you want to find all of the details about how to study with us at EnglishClass101.com for 45% off, please click the link in the description. You can find all of the information from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. So please check the link down here. You can find it down here. Facebook, oh no, YouTube, Facebook, check above this box or just to the side of this box to find that link so that you can get all of the different information about the 45% off discount at EnglishClass101.com. That is announcement number one. Announcement number two, if you have questions for me, please send them to me, but please send them to me at our official question submission page, which you can also find in the YouTube description. That is the official question submission page for our weekly question and answer series called Ask Alicia. So those are questions that you send me for real. If you have seen an episode, awesome. If you have not, you can find it on any episode of Ask Alicia on the English Class 101 YouTube channel. Just click Ask Alicia, search Ask Alicia, and you can find those videos. So I think, can we, Control Desk, will we see the video, the sample? So if everybody wants to see the video, you can find, this is a very silly example, but you can find this on the YouTube page, our YouTube page, and send your questions from the link here if you want to do that, or you can find a link in the description of this video to send it to. Okay, so please send me your questions. I always need your questions for this video, yeah? So make sure you send them if you have them. Okay, that is all for announcements for today. I am now going to like and share the video, and then I will come to the chat to say hello to the people who are here. Facebook, where is Facebook? I'm going to like the video and share the video on Facebook. There it is. Hi, Facebook. What's up, everybody? Facebook, come on. Okay, there we go. Facebook. Hi, Nasradin. Hello. Nokwenza from South Africa, was it? Hey, what's up? Flo from Timor. Hi. Krulong from Cambodia. What's up? Osnel from Haiti. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I am going to like and share the video now. All right. If you have not, now is a great time to like and share the video. YouTube. What is up, YouTube? Hello, Tutasan from Myanmar. Hello. Jason from Colombia. What's up? Natalie, hi. Rabiul, hi from Bangladesh. What's up? Hello, everyone joining today. Okay, we have a lot to cover today. So let's begin. Get your notebook ready to write. Let's start on this side of the board. Let's begin with for. Let's start with three different ways to use for. First, we can use for to show purpose. So purpose, the reason for something, yeah? So let's talk about the grammar structure we use. We use for plus a noun phrase to show the purpose of something. So let's look at some example sentences. First example, I need this for my homework. Here we have for, right here in the middle of the sentence. I need this for, and my noun phrase is my homework, yeah? So this sentence means I need this, for example, this computer or this phone or this textbook, right? So I need this, and the purpose is my homework, right? The purpose of this thing is my homework. We show that with for plus noun phrase, okay? Let's look at another example then. We bought some artwork for our house. We bought some artwork for our house. Again, let's look. Here's our for. And then we have this noun phrase for our house, right? So again, this shows the purpose. We bought some artwork. In this case, the purpose of the artwork is our house, right? We want to use it inside our house. We want to use it in the house in some way, decoration, right? So we can show this purpose with for plus our noun phrase, okay? Ekram on YouTube wrote, I need this to my homework. Is this correct? No, you cannot change, you cannot use to and for interchangeably to show purpose. You could say, I need this to do my homework. That would be correct. But you cannot use to and for interchangeably for this use, okay? Okay, Reikian on YouTube wrote, I set aside. Yeah, I set aside money for emergency uses. Next one. Okay, you can send more examples in the chat. Let's continue though to part 2, for length of time. Length of time, okay, important. Not point in time. We'll talk about that later. Length of time. Let's talk about this use of for. This example, I've lived here for 5 years. I've lived here for 5 years. In this sentence, we have for, again, right here, and then our length of time. For plus a length of time shows how long something happened or how long something has continued. In this case, we have I've lived here, right? So this is a continuing action, okay? You might see a few different grammar points used with this length of time for, okay? But again, in this case, I'll write it on the board, we have for plus a length of time. So for, I'll just put a plus here. For plus length of time, we have to make this type of for. Okay, let's continue to the second example. We've been talking for an hour. We've been talking for an hour, okay? In this case, we have for here. Here is our length of time. In this case, an hour, right? So just 1 hour, yes, but this is a length of time, okay? So again, we have a continuing, right? So we have this present continuous grammar here. We've been talking for an hour. This shows how long that has continued, yeah? So we know the length of time with for. Okay, let's look at your examples. Some more are coming in. Facebook, I see some for the purpose for. I bought blue ink for my marker. Nice one, okay. Noquenza wrote, I have been working here for the period of 12 months. I would say I have been working here for 12 months. Just get rid of for the period of, right? It sounds very, very formal, like for a period of 12 months. I would say just make it shorter, yeah? I have been working here for 12 months. Then it sounds very natural. Back to YouTube. Raimundo wrote, I've been a student of Spanish for 5 years. Nice. I've been waiting in the darkness. Ooh, that's a dark example sentence. I'm not into that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Ekram wrote, I have been playing soccer for 2 hours. Nice one. Is that true? Are you typing to me from the soccer field at the moment? That would be awesome. Let's see. To Tazan wrote, I've been waiting for an hour. Nice one. Nice. That's a really good example. I've been waiting for plus a length of time. That's a very good example. Okay. Erica has a good question. How long have you been here for? Okay, nice one. Very casual sentence. And let's see another one from someone I haven't, let's see, Rosemary. I've been married for 18 years. Nice example sentences. Great. Okay, sounds good. Love it. Great job too. 18 years. Woo, go you. Okay, let's go to the last use, for value. So how do we show value? You will see this one a lot when you go shopping, especially for sales, discounts, bargains, campaigns, okay? So this for is really, really important when you are shopping, okay? So for, let's look at these 2 example sentences here. We use this for with prices. I'll also talk about one more interesting use if I can. Okay, so first, you can get 12 cookies for $5 today. So this is maybe a sale, right? You can get 12 cookies, in this case, for $5 today. So this means I give you $5, I receive 12 cookies, right? So we show this with for before the price or before what you pay, okay? It might not always be a price. I'll explain in just a moment. Let's look at the second example sentence, okay? We bought 3 new computers for $1,000. We bought 3 new computers for $1,000. Here's for, and then here is my price, right? For before the price shows the value of those things, how much those things cost, okay? So I want to talk about one more interesting use you might see. You might see, I hope you can see this, you might see something like this. This is a 3-for-1 sale. What does that mean? Or you might see 3 for the price of 1. The price of 1 sale. Something like that. Hard to see there, sorry. You might see something like that. What does that mean? 3-for-1 sale, a 3-for-1 sale means you pay the price of 1 item. Let's say it's markers, right? I pay the price of 1 item, but I receive 3 markers. So when you see 2-for-1 sale or 3-for-1 sale, that means the price is 1 item, but you receive 3. Okay? So that's usually a good sale. Okay? So we can use for before the price or before the number of items like this. Okay, I'll check the chats and then we'll continue to part 2. 2 wrote, you can get a decent laptop for under 500. Nice job, 2. There's another one. Where was it? Raymundo, there it is. We can get this PlayStation 5 for $400. Nice. And I paid $700 for this camera. Nice ones. I love that. Jonathan wrote, I have to buy a sunflower for my garden for $10. You do? You have to? Okay. But I've been stuck at the store for an hour. That will make it perfect. Okay. Vikas wrote, you can get 2 kilos of sugar for 90 rupee, I hope. Nice one. Okay. And Rosa, close. I bought a dictionary, like an English-Spanish dictionary for 20, put a dollar sign here, not a length of time, for $20 or for 20 euros maybe. So make sure I bought a dictionary for 20, what? What is the value of the dictionary? Okay. All right. That's all for this part. Let's continue to a super quick break and then we'll go to since. We'll talk about since, okay? So really, really quickly, if you missed it earlier, that's me again, hooray. So you can send me your questions for our weekly Ask Alicia question and answer series. But let's go to this banner, yeah, at the bottom of the screen that says get 45% off. Woohoo! If you want to start studying English with us at EnglishClass101.com, now is a super great time because the team has a 45% off discount. So you can find all the details about the Premium and the Premium Plus plans. If you want more of my videos, more audio lessons, transcripts, you want a teacher for yourself. Oh my gosh, we have teacher. You want flashcards, you want other tools you can use to study, check this out. So now is a really great chance to get started with us. So find the details from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, above the video if you're watching on Facebook, up here or over here. Okay? Cool. Okay, let's continue then to part 2. Part 2 is about how to use since. Okay, let's see. Can we go back to the board, please? Control desk. Control desk. Can we go back to the board? Okay, let's go back to part 2 now. Also, if you haven't, please make sure to hit the like button and share this video so other people can find today's lesson. Let's continue to since. Okay, so since, let's start here. The start of an action or a condition is the first use I want to talk about. Okay, so first example sentence. I've lived here since 2015. I've lived here since 2015. Here is the since, and here marks the start of the action or the condition. So after since, we have a point in time, yeah? So I'll put this here, point in time. This is a key difference, yeah? Point in time for since. Over here, we use for with a length of time, Since uses a point in time, okay? I've lived here since 2015. Also, it's good to mention this since plus point in time is often used with a present perfect tense grammar point. Not always, but often. Okay, let's look at the second example. We've been working since 8 a.m. We've been working since 8 a.m. Again, here is my since, and here is my point in time. 8 a.m. In this case, it's a time of day, 8 a.m. this morning, yeah? So here we have, we've been working. In this case, this is a continuous perfect tense. But again, we have another perfect tense grammar point in both of these. So this is something that we often see with this type of grammar. Okay, let's continue to the second one, and then I'll come to check the chat. So please send me your examples in the chat so I can read them. Okay. Since, we can also use since as a reference to past time, okay? What does that mean? So when you want to talk about last week or your childhood or a past experience, and you want to talk about the relationship between now and that time, you can do it with since. This is one way to do it, okay? Let's talk about this. Here is our first example. I met my best friend in elementary school. We've been friends since then. Okay? So you might think, what is happening here? Why are there two sentences? This since and since then are the key points here. Let me go to the other side. Since and since then work together here. In sentence 1, I met my best friend in elementary school. We have a simple past sentence here, right? I met my best friend in elementary school, long time ago. We've been friends since then. So then means this past time, yeah? The sentence I just said, that information that came before. We've been friends since then. It's like that was the starting point, kind of like this one. That was the starting point for the friendship, okay? So we can use since then to do that. You might also hear people say, we've been friends since. We've been friends ever since also. These are different ways to express this idea. So you might hear since then and ever since in this kind of pattern. And sometimes just since, okay? All right, let's continue to the next one. The next one is, they had an argument last week. They haven't spoken since. All right, again, we have this since at the end, okay? And before, we have kind of this information, what happened in the past, yeah? So they had an argument last week. This is key information. And then they haven't spoken since means since the argument last week, yeah? So again, this means since that point in time, or from that, starting from the argument last week, they have not spoken, okay? So we can use since to talk about these past points in time in this way, to show the relationship, okay? All right, then let's continue to the last one here. Okay, the last one is because. We can use since in the same way that we use because. All right, so let's take a look at this. Just substitute since and because. We can change them, interchange them, use them interchangeably. So we can't start the project this year since we have no money. Here is my since. We can't start the project this year since or because we have no money. Since tends to sound a little bit less formal than because. We can't start the project since we have no money. This tends to sound a little bit more rough than because, depending on the person. So you could say because here as well. These are both correct. Just a different way to express the idea. Okay? And second, I decided to take a taxi since I was running late. I decided to take a taxi since I was running late. Again, this since is in the same position as because. I decided to take a taxi because I was running late. Also fine. Okay, good. I'm going to come to check the chat. Let's see. There's all kinds of weird stuff going on in the chat today. What's going on? So let's see. Are there any actual messages in the chat today? One on Facebook wrote, my friend and I haven't seen each other since 2015. Good. Raymundo on YouTube wrote, since yesterday at 7 p.m., we have been live streaming. Is it true? I don't think so, but good example. I like that example. Rodrigo on YouTube wrote, I met my friend at a soccer game. We have been friends since then. Perfect. Yeah, I would say I met my friend at a soccer game. Then your sentence is perfect. All right, continuing on to the last point, because time is going quickly, as always. Let's now talk a bit about ago. Do I have time to share another update for our banner, or should I just continue? No, I'll continue. Okay, let's continue to the last point for today, and then I'll remind you later. All right, so ago is our final point here. Ago, I'm going to talk today about two uses of ago and talk about how we combine it with since also. So let's look. Ago. We can use ago to mark a past point in time, okay? For example, we moved here a year ago. We moved here a year ago. So first, let me show what's going on here. Here, we have, like since, a past point in time, 1 year, yeah? So we have, we have like, we have a length of time, a year, right? 1 year in this case, yeah? And then we have ago at the end, right? When we use a length of time with for, we have for at the beginning of the length of time, right? Here, however, we have ago at the end, yeah? And in this kind of sentence, we are talking about something that is finished, yeah? Let's look at the second example sentence to see this in a different way, yeah? She arrived at the office 3 hours ago. She arrived at the office 3 hours ago. Again, we have ago and we have a length of time before that. So again, this shows when a past action happened. Yeah? She arrived at the office 3 hours ago. So ago is used to show a finished action, something that happened in the past. On the other hand, we talked about for at the beginning. This is used to talk about something continuing. Yeah? Or maybe it's also a past action as well. So we can use them in similar ways in terms of showing the length of time of something, but we cannot use them in exactly the same way. Okay? So ago comes at the end, yeah, of our length of time. Okay, let's go to our last point then for today, and then I'll talk a little bit about just a couple notes to do the end of the lesson. So ago plus since, okay? Plus a length of time, or rather to show a length of time. So let's look at these sentences. We've been working since 6 hours ago. So in this sentence, we combine. We have since and ago in this one. Plus, we have a length of time. Since 6 hours ago. Okay, so this shows the start point of an action and shows it's continuing. This sentence shows a lot of things. We've been working since 6 hours ago. So you might think, well, so then what's the difference between this one and like this one? Like we've been working since 8 a.m. and we've been working since 6 hours ago. They communicate the same idea, but with different points. Maybe you can already see the difference, right? This one, we've been working since 8 a.m. This type of sentence with only since uses a past point in time, yeah? This sentence with since and ago uses a length of time. So 6 hours ago, right? It might be the same as 8 a.m., yeah? But the difference is that this one is a point, this one is a length, okay? So we cannot use these two interchangeably, yeah? If you want to use since and ago together, use a length of time to do that, okay? Let's look at one more example. I've been exercising since 3 months ago. I've been exercising since 3 months ago, okay? Let's talk about this one, same idea. We have since and ago, kind of making a sandwich around our length of time here. 3 months, yeah? So I've been exercising since 3 months ago. Again, this marks the start point and the length of time, okay? So you can use these in very similar ways here and here, but just note that you have to use points in time and lengths of time differently, depending, excuse me, on the grammatical structure of your sentence. Okay, good. So I want to finish then today just with a couple of super quick notes because I'm over time already. But I want to mention, as we talked about, common question, for and to. Can I use them interchangeably? Someone asked this earlier, but again, we cannot use for and to the same always. So yes, there are some cases where there are similar uses and it might be okay, but as a general rule, as a general guide, we cannot just swap them in. We cannot just use for or to everywhere. Cannot do that, so please be careful. Second point, for and since, when we are talking about lengths of time and starts of time, we cannot use these interchangeably. I have videos about these topics if you do a search about for and since, and if you do a search about present perfect, you will find some more information about these grammar points, so please check that out if you want a little bit of extra review about these grammar points. So take a look. Okay, if you want to take a screenshot, now is your chance. I will get out of the way. Go for it. Woohoo, beautiful. All right, so that will finish up for today's lesson. Thank you so much for joining me live today. There's some good examples coming in now. YouTube, let's see. Anjali wrote, I've followed, or I've been following this channel since 6 months ago. Awesome, thank you very much. Anibal wrote, I have been studying since 3 months ago. Very nice, okay. And then Estudos wrote, I have been subscribed to English Class 101 since 2018. Wow, it's a long time. Thanks for watching. That's super cool. Okay, awesome. I will finish there for this week. Next week, I'll be back. Let me see what next week's lesson information is, and then we will be done for today. So next week, I will, of course, be back same time, same channel. So next week's lesson will be about, we're going to talk about 15 high-frequency phrasal verbs. You often ask me about phrasal verbs. I know that they're very challenging. So next week, we're going to talk about 15 high-frequency ones. High frequency means they are very commonly used. Yeah. So I'm going to choose 15 of them. We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about, can you split them? Can you not split them? And so on. So please join me for 15 of those, and we'll have a good time. So that will be next week at 10 p.m. Same time, same channel, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. If you don't know your local time, please Google it, or you can set a notification on Facebook or on YouTube to make sure you get a pop-up when we begin this live stream. So please join me next week to talk about high-frequency phrasal verbs. Should be a good one. Of course, don't forget this banner at the bottom, this 45% off discount at English Class 101. It is a great time to study. If you want more of my lessons, more different resources to use for your studies, check that out. It is a great time to do that. Also, don't forget to send me your questions for Ask Alicia. You can find that in the YouTube description, the official question submission page link. Don't send it on Instagram or YouTube comments or Facebook comments. There's just so much. So please, official question submission page, please. And if you want to find me on Instagram, that link is also in the YouTube description. Phew, all right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you very much for liking and sharing the video. I really appreciate it. Our team really appreciates it. So I will say goodbye for now. Have a great day, have a great week, have a great weekend, and I will see you again next time. Bye.